Hello once again, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to look at first aid. We are going to define what it is and what are the common risks that require an immediate assistance. Now, first aid is the first and initial assistance that is provided to an injured person or a sick person. The aim and objective of this assistance is to keep the person alive until the specialized medical assistance arrive. Now, there are first aid procedures that needs to be followed in each and every particular assistance. Not all procedures are the same. Each and every risk or accident requires a certain protocol and a certain procedure to be handled. So the first aid from an injured person from an accident is totally different from the first aid provided to someone who has drowned in water. The first aid for someone who has been the first aid for someone who has been affected by elements such as chemicals is totally different from the first aid of a person who has fallen from a height. Now, this is going to be our discussion for today's video. Today's video, we are going to introduce first aid course, and hopefully we are going to make continuous videos until we cover the whole of this the whole course. So if you are a health and safety oriented person, then and you are willing to learn a health and safety, anything related to safety, then this is the right place. Be with me, and you are the only thing you are required to do is to subscribe to this new channel, because any new video that will come, you will be the first person to receive it. By so doing, all the topics which we are going to cover in the first aid, you will be able to learn them here free of charge. Our main objective is to ensure that we share this knowledge free of charge, and no one is sponsoring me, nor am I employed by anyone to do this. So feel free to access this channel at any given moment to learn knowledge that will help you and even your generation. Now, what is first aid? First aid is defined as an immediate and initial assistance. So it is immediate and initial assistance that is the first assistance given to someone who has been injured. This first assistance that is going to be provided to a sick person in order to sustain him, in order to make him survive until the professional medical assistance arrives. There are common first aid procedures that needs to be followed, and later we are going to discuss each and every procedure per a certain or a particular incident. The first procedure is controlling bleeding. This is the most important thing to do. Whenever there is an accident, the first and the most important thing to do is to control bleeding, because if the sick person or the injured person is going to lose a lot of blood, then it may be difficult for him to survive before he reaches the hospital. So, as a first aider or the immediate person that you need to provide an assistance, you have to ensure that you prevent further bleeding to anyone who has been injured. Number two is applying CPR. Now, CPR is defined or refined as the cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. This is an exercise provided to someone who has either faint or someone who has lost consciousness and has stopped breathing. So, in order to ensure this person remains alive until the medical professional arrives, you have to provide CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Number three is to ensure an open air. Whether there is an accident or someone has just collapsed due to lack of enough oxygen, someone is suffocating, the most important thing is to ensure that there is an open air by make sure you provide ventilation to the surrounding. The other thing is to put him or put the sick person in a position where he is able to breathe properly. And in the coming video, we are going to discuss how you are supposed to put the sick person in the right position during this situation. Number four, we have managing burns and a fracture. If the sick person if someone has fallen from a height or someone has burned from any heat, it is required to manage the burn so that the professional medical assistance arrives. By so doing, there are procedures of how to do it that we are going to discuss in our coming videos. Again, if there is a fracture, if the bone is broken, it can be the hand, the leg, or any part of the body. If it's broken, then you have to manage the situation, because at this given moment, the sick person or the injured person is always sustaining a very huge pain from this kind of accident. So your work is to provide assistance to the leg or the hand that has been broken, the bone that has been broken before the professionals arrives. Number five is providing primary wound care. If there is a huge wound that has been created due to the accident, or it could be burn, your work is to provide the maximum assistance to care for the wound, not to be exposed to germs and bacteria. Therefore, the best thing to do is to cover it in a way that we are going to explain in the coming video. Now, there are certain kind of injuries. There are types of injuries that require immediate assistance, so that through this assistance, the sick person is able to survive until a further medical assistance arrives. This kind of emergencies or this kind of risks are very, very significant, in that if you fail to provide this assistance, then you may end up losing life. Number one, fall from a height. If someone falls from a height, it can be a well, it can be on top of a roof, it can be on top of a tree, it can be any platform. As long as it has fallen from a height, This can cause a fracture, that is, the bone has broken. It can even cause lack of consciousness, that is, someone can stop breathing, someone can have some severe internal bleeding. So the best thing to do is to provide the maximum assistance to this person before the medical assistance or professionals arrives. Number two, we have car accident. Whenever there is any car accident, then whoever will be around the vicinity should provide the occupants, so that before the professional assistance arrives. So before the ambulance arrives, there is always a situation where the people who have been directly affected or injured, they require assistance, and through this assistance they may be able to survive and see another day. Number three, exposure to elements. As we said, if someone is exposed to chemicals or any agents which affect either his skin, or maybe someone has accidentally drunk or drinks a chemical, whether detergent or anything that will affect his internal organs, there is a way that you need to assist this person. So, if you fail to assist or provide assistance immediately, it will end up losing the life of that given person. Next, we have injury in workplaces. Whenever professional or wherever faculty you are, wherever you are working, it can be an office, it can be a construction site, it can be in the sea, the ocean, offshore, onshore, wherever you are, there is always an occupational hazard. So the occupational hazard, whenever they fail to be prevented, to be eliminated, and it happened that an accident has occurred, then an immediate assistance is required. So the only thing to do is to be prepared as an organization. They should be in a procedure where there is a first aider who will always be available whenever there is an accident. The first aider should always have in hand enough items which will be used during emergencies. There is also injuries following weather condition, weather events, and natural calamities or man-made disasters. So this also needs assistance to be provided, and whether you are a professional or you are not, whether you learned first aid or you have never learned first aid, by watching this video and the upcoming videos which are related to first aid, you will be in a position to provide the right assistance that is required. Nowadays, things have become easier. Even if you fail to attend or you fail to do any course, the internet is a free platform where you can learn any given knowledge that you require. And here in Safe Time Online TV, we are committed to provide any given assistance in terms of health and safety. So if you have any question, or if you have a certain knowledge that you require in terms of health and safety, please always put it in the comment, and we are going to take it and going to take action so that we can assist whoever is willing to learn. So even though you haven't taken this course, first aid, you have an opportunity to learn from this channel. The only thing you need to do is to subscribe, to like, and share so that any new video that will come, you will be the first person to receive it. And this will mark the end of our video, and let's meet in the next videos. This is Safe Time Online TV. Thank you so much. Let's meet in our next video.